This is News 5 at 6.
Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tracy Carlos. A Cleveland woman who was held captive with her kids in California back in the 90s will have her story told on Lifetime. Girl in the Garage is the story of Laura Cowan, who suffered 3 years of abuse and torture. We want to warn you that the details may be difficult to hear. News 5's Maya Lockett sat down with her to talk about this journey.
You know, I was locked up in that garage. I said, Lord, if I survive, me and my children survive this, I'll dedicate my life helping others.
In 1998, Laura Cowan and her kids were held captive inside of a garage with no heat, running water, or a bathroom in Paris, California, after being manipulated into marrying a child abuser and polygamist.
The children would steal food, right? And because they were hungry, and he would only feed them at certain times. Sometimes he wouldn't feed them at all.
He would beat, torture, and starve his 13 kids and 3 wives until Laura was able to pass a note with gruesome details to a post office clerk while he took her to pick up a package. After being charged, he was eventually given 7 consecutive life sentences.
I don't have to look over my shoulder. He is there for life.
It took 8 years of therapy in her faith to help her and her kids pick up the broken pieces. Now she shares her story, hoping to encourage other women dealing with domestic violence, even if it still triggers her own trauma.
I won't ever sit here and go, oh, no, I'm fine. You do. But you have to balance yourself. You have to take a deep breath. Sometimes I have to walk away.
And now her story will be shared nationwide after Lifetime created The Girl in the Garage, the Laura Cowan story.
It's raw, you know, be prepared, but it has a good ending.
Laura was able to watch the movie early with her children.
It was strong. It took you back. I could say it brought some triggers.
The movie starring Paige Hurd and Stephen Bishop was set to premiere in Los Angeles next week with the full cast in attendance, but was canceled due to the wildfires.
I lived in Cali for 15 years, and some of the places they mentioned, I was there. Even Altadena, where I lived at.
Now the movie will premiere in Cleveland at Pinecrest on the 18th.
Paige Hurd is no joke. She's a little powerhouse. Stephen Bishop, who plays the abuser, is really convincing.
But her story will not end there. She plans to release a book with details that were too gruesome for the movie.
We all have a story. But it's what you do with your story, that's your glory.
Maya Lockett, News 5.
Now, later this month, on January 28th, Cleveland Public Library will host a discussion with Laura Cowan on her story. It will take place at the new Martin Luther King branch on Euclid Avenue.